We're talking about the 5 things that every public land duck hunter needs. Number 1 is a decoy sled. I can't believe I waited so long to get a decoy sled, because after I got one, there was no turning back. You're able to haul way more gear. You're able to float this in the water next to you to keep your stuff dry. You're able to bring as many decoys as you can fit in this thing. It is just a fantastic tool. They come in a bunch of different sizes. I would recommend the large size if you picked one, because actually this one's a medium. Every company kind of sizes them a little bit different, but medium and large are the 2 go-tos. But keep in mind that they can be kind of heavy to drag around on the ground. This is a beaver tail sled, and it's actually got this cover that covers up everything up, which I really like, because I'm able to stack stuff in and not worry about things falling out, whether it's a bag or a gun or things of that nature. If you're gonna hunt public land, you're gonna need a decoy sled. Number 2, water motion. Doesn't matter if it's electronic or just a jerk rig or a motion ducks decoy spreader. You're gonna wanna get those decoys moving, because when the ducks are stale or they're pressured, you gotta make sure that you're doing everything possible to make your decoy spread look as lifelike as you can. So this is the motion ducks decoy spreader, which is what I use. I love it because it just has 4 decoys on it, super easy to set up and tear down, and it looks fantastic out there on the water. To make things a lot easier, I use a gang rig clip to attach my main line, and then I've got a little 1-pound anchor on it as well to keep everything set in place. So whether it's a jerk rig, a motion ducks, or an electronic water motion decoy, that is going to be a big game changer for you on public ground. You got to make sure you have something to sit on. This is a Marsh Stool. They are fantastic for us central flyway people. I don't know about the rest of the country, but these are fantastic tools. You just open these legs up like this, you stick it in the mud, you can pull this pin out right here, and you can extend it to however deep you need it to go. They're lightweight, they're easy to pack in, and there's no more sitting with your elbows in the water because you're just using a little Walmart fold-out chair. Like, get yourself a Marsh Stool. They're not that expensive, and they're well worth the investment. This one comes with a shoulder strap, so you can throw it over your shoulder if you need to, and it packs down and fits inside your decoy sled really easily. So I use the Rogers Marsh Stool. Highly, highly, highly recommend getting one of these, whether you're gonna hunt out of a stand-up blind or you're gonna just go sit in the cattails. These are money. Number 4 has a lot of different categories. A blind. You're gonna need some way to conceal yourself while you're out there. This is a layout blind, but you can use a stand-up blind, you can use a boat blind, you can use pretty much any other type of blind out there on public ground. But being able to have different types of blinds really has helped me a lot, because I'll use a layout blind, I'll use the Invisiman, I'll use a layout boat, I will even use a stand-up blind or a panel blind while I'm out there. So it's well worth the investment to go ahead and get a blind and use it. Make sure it's brushed in, because being able to brush in makes a world of difference. But you can also go the old-fashioned way and build a blind made out of sticks, but just out of convenience and ease, having a blind ready to go makes a big, big, big difference. Now, number 5, and I do want to say that these are in no particular order on how important they are. It really depends on you. These are just kind of my top 5 picks for gear items that I use all the time on public ground. Number 5, dry bag. You know, you've been there sitting in the cattails, don't have a place to set your stuff down. Being able to have a dry place to keep things is huge. There's all different shapes and sizes. This is a Rogers one, but there's big ones, there's small ones, depending on the amount of stuff that you bring. I've got a lot of camera gear, so I like to have a big bag to carry everything. So being able to keep your shells dry, your snacks dry, everything dry. There's tons of great blind bags out there, but being able to just roll that up and know that it's waterproof and just set it down in the marsh next to me, that's a huge game changer, because I don't want to ruin any of this camera equipment, but I also want to keep all my other stuff dry and not ruin a bunch of shotgun shells because it got wet. That is the 5 items that a public land duck hunter needs. If you enjoyed this video, leave me a thumbs up, and I will catch you guys on the next one.